Hello, everyone. Welcome to God's Hermit Speaks. Um, it's been a while, quite a while, since I've been on here. Um, so I'm going to ask you to please listen until the end. And if you don't mind, give a like to the video, uh, maybe subscribe and share. And I'm just going to get right on into this. I don't know whether I should read or just say it, you know. Okay, there's a book. It's called, I think it's called Baron Trump's Collection. I know it's three in one, but three books in one. This trilogy. I know. Um, I heard of it a couple of weeks ago. Um, on, on another YouTube channel, and I think Starkey, her the channel's name is Starkey Farmstead, I think. She was reading some just experts from it, and what I remember mostly is, of course, the name Baron Trump. I mean, it's kind of a easy name to remember these days, and I'm not playing with my hair. I'm trying to get the tangles out. uh, I'll just I'll read this part. What I remember is that little Baron Trump's daddy fixes the economy of the country. I think that's from the last book called 1900, and backs the dollar with gold once again. And I do believe our dollar used to be backed with gold. Um, and I think he brought peace to the world, but I'm not sure about that. Uh, when little Baron returned to his castles from his travels, because for some reason this little boy was allowed to travel the world in the late 1800s, um, without his parents. It was a whole different time back then. Uh, he, when he got home, you found out that he lived in Trump's castle on Fifth Avenue. How ironic. I don't remember the first name of the man who wrote the book, but the last name I believe was Lockwood. He was a German man. And I just found out yesterday that in the part called 1900, which is where it talks about being the president, uh, President Trump became the last president of that country. And some people are saying that Donald Trump is going to be the last president of the United States, and that's not true. Uh, I've prayed about it. Others have prayed about it. I suggest you pray about it, see what God says to you. Pray about anything I say on here. I don't want you to just take me at my word. You pray. Um, so, Fifth Avenue. I said it was on Fifth Avenue. Okay, so I'm going to start out with at where I was just thinking about Trump and what he would have to face in Washington. And we do have all the technology needed. And again, wait a minute, for the system for the system of the Antichrist. They could chip us all right now. Not going to chip me. You know, I've thought about what that might mean to me because I'm on medicines, and one, there's particularly one that if I don't take it, it's a possibility I'll have a heart attack. It's just potassium. But, if your potassium gets too low, you're way in trouble. And also if it gets way too high. But, so it could kill me if I run out of some of my medicines, asthma medicine. Or will I get life in front of a firing squad? I don't say this is going to happen to me or anyone else. This is just things that I unfortunately sit around, and in my spirit I think about these things. But then I think about to be absent from the body is to be present with the Lord. So, and that's 2 Corinthians 5:8, New King James Version. My Catholic Bible says it a little bit differently. And other Bibles may say it a little differently also. I don't know. But it all means the same thing. And since I wrote this about, having the technology, up popped a video that I watched about having the technology for the Antichrist. I don't know if that was confirmation or I don't really believe in coincidences. Most people don't. I'm not going by script today, obviously, just here and there. So, George Bush Sr., I remember he used to always talk about the New World Order. The New World Order. I thought the man was a little bit of a nut talking about this, but that is what they're trying to bring about, the one world government, which will bring into Antichrist. I mean, I heard recently, actually I think it was last night, that every generation has had someone who could have taken the role of the Antichrist. Now you got people who are saying that this is Donald Trump because he was shot in the head and survived, trying to quote Revelation. That's not what it says. First of all, Donald Trump was not shot in the head, he was nicked in the ear. And I don't want to take away the seriousness of that pain. I can't even imagine. Well, I got my ears pierced at 12 years old. That hurt quite enough. I can't imagine all that. By the way, that got infected. They're closed up. But, so Donald Trump, and Antichrist is going to come on the scene. Someone's very soft-spoken, says everything everybody wants to hear. I don't think Trump does that. I don't think he gives a crap about what he says or what you think about it, or he just says what pops in his head and out it comes. whether he means it that way or not, I don't. So, so with that chip, you can buy and sell anything, but without it, you would like be an enemy of the world and an enemy of the world's God. Now, I personally believe in the rapture. I don't. I know that's not necessarily a Catholic teaching. There are some who believe in it and some who don't. And I'm not a cradle Catholic, and I happen to believe in the rapture. And I do believe a rapture will occur before this happens. Because Jesus has clearly told me he will take care of us. So we don't need to worry about this. So even if the rapture does not occur, but you're a child of God and you're marked by him, as scary as this is, and if you sit around and think about it long enough, it has scared the bejeebers out of you. We really don't need to be scared. The Bible says, one time per every day of the year, be not afraid. 365 times. I find that in itself to be amazing. So, and I think that if they put a chip in you, that they can control you, make you think what they want you to think, act how they want you to act. Because there will be tribulation Christians who come to saving knowledge of Christ Jesus during the tribulation. And if they don't, sorry, I'm this is nervous habit, plus the tangles out of my hair. Anyway, so the tribulation Christians, they are the ones who are going to be really in danger, of getting their heads cut off, or as I said, life in front of a firing squad, which isn't, as you can guess, a very long life. So, I don't know why. I sit around was thinking. Usually, if I'm thinking about something, there's a reason for it. I may not know the reason, and no, I'm not a date setter. So it's not like I'm saying something's going to happen in the next year or 2 or 3 or 4. I think it's more likely depending on God's grace upon us. Hush! Okay. Anybody happen to know what I did with the clicker for his collar? Anyway. Jack! I'm sorry. It disturbs me. I didn't forget what the last thing was that I said. So, Can't rewind it. I can't even pause this. It will go off. Date setters. That's what I was talking about. I have it written here. I don't set dates, so I'm not saying it's, in a certain time period. I do believe it will be in the next 50 years. That's my personal belief. Jesus is not telling me that. It could be 500 years. I don't know. I mean, who do I look like? St. Teresa of Avila? Or all I can think of is Galgani. I can't think of her first name. That's because I get so nervous when I come on here. Anyway, we need to be praying. We need to be praying for our eternal welfare, for others' eternal welfare. We need to be praying for the people who are in Washington, even right now, whether you like them or not. Um, yesterday, I guess it happened yesterday, someone shouted, "Jesus is Lord," in Kamala Harris's rally. And she said, "You're in the wrong rally. You want the smaller one down the road." The smaller one. Anyways. And then she had them thrown out. To be in the Christian channel, I hope we're all of a like mind and do not want someone who denies Jesus to be running this country. Someone shouted in J.D. Vance's rally, "Jesus is King." He turned around to where it came from. He said, "Yes, Jesus is King." Turned around, kept on going with what he was saying. Didn't miss a beat. I think there's a big difference there. I know who I trust. And I'm not talking about J.D. Vance. I'm talking about Jesus. Folks, it seems to me that there are an awful lot of Christians in this country, but so many are so lukewarm. And we need to get on the ball. Share as much content with them as you can, as many as you can that you know of. I'm not just talking about this, but this would be good too. Share the Bible with them. Share your testimony about how you got saved and what you went through. To say there's nothing that can be done, I just don't believe that. I believe in God that everything is possible. And personally, me personally, I don't want to live in a new world order, and we're just about there. So please, let's do what we can to stop it. Voting, praying, picketing, whatever we need to do. I need to clarify picketing. I mean peacefully picketing. Somebody go back and say, this lady said go picket, and so we had a riot. No, 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 I didn't say that. Um, like Trump didn't say go have a riot at the Capitol. He said march upon the Capitol peacefully. Anyway. So I'm not going to go on with this. I end this, what I wrote Sunday evening. And it says, Christians around the world need to come together. We can help each other. The end. And that's what I believe. So I ask you once again, if you made it this far, please give a like, subscribe, maybe, I hope, share, give a comment. I'll answer, or maybe somebody else will answer. I love you all, and God bless you. Bye.